Web3 games have already become part of the crypto ecosystem, making up a considerable part of users' daily activities. However, when compared to the traditional gaming market, this number still has a lot of room for improvement, with more developed games and large studios creating attractive games for audiences outside of crypto to be interested in playing. With that, a major point to be considered is the issue of rewards, which is the big differentiator of these games. Come and find out a little more about some of the most used models. Play to earn. The first way to reward players in Web3 games was through the play to earn model, which allowed players to exchange and trade what they earned in the game as tokens or NFTs with other players. This model guarantees greater ownership and control to players, because it gives them control over what they do with what they earned by investing their hours of play. They can choose to improve their character or exchange their resources in decentralized marketplaces. However, the various games that implemented this type of model without first considering the economic issue ended up experiencing great growth at the beginning, and later, with the massive sale of resources, the value of the items tended to zero, because there was a supply of almost 100% and a demand close to 0%. In other words, players wanted to sell everything and no one wanted to improve their account thinking about the long term, since there was no sustainability. Ranking X competition. The second model that began to be used was the ranking, which consisted of rewarding the best players through a leaderboard, where the top X in the ranking would receive the reward. This economic system keeps players involved, always seeking to improve their account in order to move up in the ranking, and also always raises the doubt that someone could end up overtaking their position at any time. The problem arises in how to balance this system so that new players are encouraged to participate as well, and it does not always remain in the hands of the same users. A possible solution would be to reset the rankings at the end of the season, perhaps. In Web2 games, the element of competition is very strong and is seen mainly in team games such as CS:GO or LoL, where one team must defeat the other to win the competition. This competitive spirit contributes greatly to the game's economy because it encourages organizations to form professional teams to participate in events that pay out large prizes. It also creates a more engaged community of fans who root for their team to be victorious. However, what is most common to see are game competitions offering rewards of items linked to the game, which limits its usefulness and has no real value outside of it. Play to Airdrop. Recently, a new reward model has become increasingly present, which is Play to Airdrop, which is a way of rewarding players with tokens and game items, according to the score they manage to achieve in a given period. This system limits the amount of resources that players can achieve because it is usually an amount already separated from the token's tokenomics, and is democratic since everyone can participate normally. One example is Pixel Heroes Adventure, which will reward players with the $80 token based on the amount of play points they have accumulated during the period. However, there is always a problem that needs to be solved when it comes to Web3 games. This time, the issue is that the development team usually prepares a plan for the airdrop, but does not have a plan for what will happen when the airdrop ends and there are no more direct incentives for players. The main point is to ensure sustainability in the game economy, thinking about the long term. And for this, it is important to think about fun and updates that will make the game interesting, so that players have fun and still have ownership of their assets. Which of these models for rewarding Web3 games players is your favorite? How would you improve them? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you liked the video, then leave a like and subscribe for more content like this.